Marcus Reed sat alone at the snow-dusted bus stop, his expensive suit doing little to ward off the December cold. The city street glowed with Christmas lights, but they only deepened his emptiness. At 42, he built a real estate empire that owned half the downtown skyline, yet tonight he had nowhere to go. His phone buzzed with another message from his assistant about tomorrow's board meeting. He ignored it. Christmas Eve, and he was hiding from an empty penthouse apartment. That's when he noticed the small figure standing nearby. A boy, maybe 4 years old, in a worn red sweater with patches on the elbows. His curly hair caught the streetlights as he stared up at the decorated storefronts with wide, wondering eyes. No coat, no adult in sight. Marcus stood, concern overriding his usual distance. "Hey there, buddy. Where's your mom?" The boy turned, showing no fear, just tired resignation. "She's working at the hospital. She cleans the floors." "At this hour? On Christmas Eve?" "She always works Christmas. Says the holiday pay helps." The boy's matter-of-fact tone broke something in Marcus's chest. "I'm supposed to wait at the laundromat, but it closed early today." Marcus knelt down. "Eye level now." "You're out here alone?" The boy nodded, then looked at the glowing Christmas tree visible through a shop window. His small voice carried a weight. "No child should know. Mom said Santa forgot us again this year." The words hung in the frozen air between them. Marcus felt his throat tighten. "What's your name?" "Oliver." "I'm Marcus." "Listen, Oliver, how about we wait together?" "When does your mom finish work?" Oliver shrugged, pulling his thin sleeves over his hands. "Late. She said maybe 11. Marcus checked his watch. 3 hours. He made a decision that surprised even himself. "Come on. There's a diner down the block. You hungry?" For the first time, Oliver's face brightened. "Really?" They walked the 2 blocks together, Oliver's small hand eventually slipping into Marcus's larger one. The touch startled Marcus. When had anyone last held his hand? When had he last allowed it? The diner was nearly empty, warm and bright. Marcus ordered Oliver hot chocolate and a burger, watching the boy's eyes go wide at the whipped cream and cherry on top of the cocoa. "So," Marcus said carefully, "tell me about your mom." Oliver's face lit up. "She's the best. She works real hard. 2 jobs sometimes. She wants to be a nurse, but she has to save money for school." He took a bite of his burger, chewing thoughtfully. "She says we're a team. Just us 2, no dad?" Oliver shook his head. "He left when I was a baby. Mom says that's his loss, not ours." Marcus felt admiration for this woman he'd never met. Raising a child alone, working hospital night shifts, still dreaming of something better. "What about you?" Oliver asked, sipping his hot chocolate. "Do you have kids?" The question landed like a stone. "No, I'm not married." "Why not?" Children's honesty. Marcus smiled despite himself. "I guess I've been too busy building my business, making money. I thought that's what mattered." Oliver considered this seriously. "Mom says money's important, but people are more important. She says you can't buy the stuff that really counts." Wisdom from a 4-year-old, channeled from a struggling single mother. Marcus felt something shift inside him. "Your mom sounds very smart." They talked as the minutes passed. Oliver told him about his preschool, his favorite dinosaurs, how he helped his mom fold laundry. Marcus found himself sharing things he never talked about. The loneliness of success, the penthouse that felt like a museum. Around 10:30, Oliver's eyes started drooping. Marcus paid the bill, and they walked back toward the hospital. Oliver's hand secure in his again. The hospital lobby was bright and bustling even on Christmas Eve. Marcus approached the information desk. "I'm looking for a woman who works housekeeping. Her son is Oliver." The nurse's eyes widened with recognition. "Sarah Mitchell? Is Oliver okay?" "He's fine. He's with me. Can you page her?" 10 minutes later, a young woman rushed into the lobby, still in her cleaning uniform, panic and exhaustion written across her face. She was younger than Marcus expected, maybe early 30s, with the same warm eyes as her son, Oliver. She swept him up, tears streaming. "Baby, where were you?" "The laundromat said you never showed up. I've been terrified." "They closed early, Mom. But Marcus found me. He bought me hot chocolate. Sarah turned to Marcus, gratitude and suspicion mixing in her expression. "Thank you for staying with him. But who are you?" Marcus pulled out his business card, then realized how absurd it was. "I'm nobody important. I was at the bus stop and saw Oliver alone. I couldn't leave him there." Sarah's shoulders sagged with exhaustion and relief. "Thank you. I don't know what to say. If anything had happened to him," her voice broke. Marcus saw the weight she carried, the impossible choices of survival. "Listen," he heard himself say, "I know this is strange, but I own several properties in the city. I have an apartment sitting empty, 2 bedrooms, fully furnished. You could stay there while you finish nursing school. No rent." Sarah's eyes narrowed. "Why would you do that? What do you want?" The suspicion was earned, Marcus knew. He thought about the evening, about Oliver's hand in his, about feeling human again for the first time in years. "Nothing. I want nothing. Except maybe to remember that Christmas used to mean something. That people used to matter more than profit margins." Sarah studied his face for a long moment. Oliver, drowsy in her arms, murmured, "He's nice, Mom. He didn't let Santa forget me." Something in Sarah's expression softened. "I don't understand." "Neither do I," Marcus admitted. "But I have more than I need. And you're working yourself to exhaustion trying to build something better. Let me help, please." Sarah wiped her eyes. "I'd have to pay you back somehow, then pay it forward someday. When you're a nurse, help someone who needs it." 3 months later, Sarah enrolled in nursing school full-time. Marcus found himself stopping by their apartment on weekends, bringing groceries, playing dinosaurs with Oliver. 1 year later, Sarah graduated top of her class. Marcus was in the front row, Oliver bouncing excitedly beside him. 2 years later, Sarah got her dream job in pediatric nursing. Marcus was the first person she called. 3 years later, on another Christmas Eve, Marcus and Sarah sat on a park bench watching Oliver, now 7, play in the snow with other children. Their hands were intertwined, wedding rings catching the streetlight. "You know what I remember most about that night?" Sarah said softly. "What?" "The look on your face when Oliver took your hand. Like you were remembering how to be human." Marcus pulled her closer. I'd forgotten that money can build empires, but it takes love to build a life." Oliver ran up, breathless and laughing. "Dad, can we get hot chocolate? Like that first night?" "Dad." The words still made Marcus's heart swell. He'd gained the family he never knew he needed, and they'd gained the security they'd fought so hard for. Together, they'd become something none of them could have been alone. "Hot chocolate sounds perfect, buddy," Marcus said, standing and offering his hands to his 2 favorite people. "Let's go home." If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more tales of unexpected kindness. Comment below about a time a stranger's compassion changed your life.